Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to ACN TV1. You are with Manice Lacolombe. I am so glad to be with you. This is my first broadcast of 2018, and I am so happy to be here with you. I hope you have started working towards your goals and your dreams for 2018. But if you haven't done so, I would strongly encourage you to start moving in that direction. Today, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Pastor Efosa to our studio. He is one of our Nigerian brothers, and he is part of an organization called Big and Caring Heart. He is doing something extraordinary with his paycheck, braving out the cold weather and taking care of the destitutes. So, I will encourage you to keep on watching to find out more. Hello, Pastor, and welcome to our broadcast. Thank you for joining us. So tell us a little bit about what do you exactly do? How did you get started?
First, I want to thank you guys for having me here today. It's about 20 years ago, the Lord called me to reach out to the lepers in Nigeria. We started in Nigeria and we made a significant progress. Became member of United Nations in 2001, and the Lord has been so good and faithful to us. Now, 4 years ago, I came to the United States, had some few challenges here and there, but thank God for challenges because champions are made by challenges. We started Big and Caring Hearts roughly 14 months ago, and it was in a prayer meeting. After the prayer meeting, the Lord told me to go and reach out to the homeless and help them. I was thinking, how can I do this? Because we are talking about dollars here. But looking back, I will tell you the Lord has shown us his capabilities. We have been able to feed the Lord we have served more than 20,000 meals.
Wow.
In Dallas and Fort Worth. And we intend to go to other cities and states in America. So far, we have been able to take about 12 of these people off the street. They have their apartments now, they live a decent life, they have their own jobs.
Awesome.
Yeah, because that is actually what we stand for. Our mission is to stop hunger and homelessness all over the world, but we have to start from somewhere. And today, we have a project that we are about to start to take up the homeless from the street. And we are believing God for almost $800 million to build about 2,000 shelters for these homeless people and take them completely off the street. I want to go into farming so we can create jobs for them too. Because one of their heart desires is not just to have a place to stay, but they also want to integrate back to the society by what do they contribute. So we want to create jobs for them by giving them jobs, having a farm settlement where they work, and at the same time they have a place to stay, they have school for their children, they have a place to worship. That's where we are heading. So we thank God so far for what he has done, but we are believing God for more of his resources. And we just want to say thank you for having me here.
Absolutely.
You are from Congo, and
yes.
I'm from Nigeria.
Yes, I am. So we're working together. That is awesome. Okay, so let's move on. So, Pastor Efosa, your story is quite remarkable because you are doing this from your paycheck that could serve the purpose of your personal needs or other needs that you might have. And yet, here you are spending this money on total strangers. What motivates you to move like that?
Yeah, it's the love of God because it's not easy to have 80% of your salary goes to humanity. The Lord said we should pay 10% to him as tithes. But if I have to take 10%, it will not be enough for me to feed about 300-400 people a week. So I have to sacrifice. Sometimes it's really tough. Sometimes it's really tough. But the Lord is always able.
Amen.
Yeah, the Lord has been the one supplying the needs. And I've come to think of it, the strength we have to do the job comes from God. So when you understand the love of God, how Jesus came and gave himself to us, I mean, he gave up everything he had in heaven and came here and sacrificed himself for us. So what is money that we cannot share with our co-brothers and sisters? So a lot of people, they are strangers, but they are not strangers to me. Whether you are a black man or you are a brown man, it doesn't really matter. We are all created in the image of God. Whether you are a Christian or Muslim or Buddha or atheist, it doesn't matter. We are all created in the image of God. So I see everybody that I meet every day as brothers and sisters. And so the same way I see Americans is the same way I see Nigerians or Congolese or anybody. So the love of God is what motivated us. And don't forget, this is a ministry. This is a calling. I was born to do this. And I've been doing it for almost 21 years now. So it's just the beginning. I'm so excited. When I'm able to help others or make others happy, it gives me joy.
Yes, amen.
That is the only thing that really makes me happy. So I don't look at what it costs me to make somebody smile. I just do it.
So you probably have gotten a chance to speak to some of these people.
Right.
And so could you tell us a little bit about some of the reasons why they found themselves under the bridge when we all know that this country is called the country of opportunity, the country, the home of the brave? You know, it's all in the national anthem, the home of the brave. So how are they finding themselves in this kind of situation in such a great country?
Thank you so much. America is the greatest country on earth. And the very first day I came to this country, 4 years ago, I came to Houston. And the very first set of people I saw was the homeless people. I asked the driver that was taking me that day to where I was going, and I said, "Oh, these people?" They were everywhere in downtown Houston. And the driver said they are homeless people. And the first thing that came to my mind was, in America? I was really surprised to see a situation like this. But I never knew that the Lord would call me to go and reach out to them. So when the Lord asked me to do that, August in 2016, I said, okay. So I thought it was going to be a very, very pretty job. But going to meet them, I discovered that these people are in their hundreds. Just in Dallas alone, there are more than 1,000 of them on the street. Some of them in the shelter, some of them have no shelter. Some of them are just under the bridges, so they sleep wherever they see. I mean, so even in the cold weather, they are just outside. So the love of God has been the one that have been helping us. God have been capable of providing the needs of these people. I have some few people comes to me and say, the Lord laid in my heart to donate this or bring this clothing or these shoes, and we take it to them. And I'm happy today that whenever they see us coming, they're also happy. That is really, really remarkable to be able to put smiles in the faces of hundreds of people in the United States.
Absolutely. This is amazing. So for some of our viewers that are watching us live, that are watching us right now, and they are deeply touched as individuals, what would you tell them? How can they contribute? For somebody that's deeply touched and they want to go ahead and contribute, how can they do that?
That's easy. Our website is www.bigandcaringheart.org. When I go to the website, you'll see everything about the organization is right there. We are 501c3 tax exempt organization. Whatever money that is being donated here in the United States is tax exempt. So you go there, you see donate button, you just donate anything you feel like donating. And don't forget that wherever a man sow, thou shalt reap.
Yep.
So if you give to help the poor, God will make sure that you don't lack. I mean, that was what he said in Proverbs 28 verse 27, that he that giveth to the poor shall not lack. So you don't give to the poor and lack. I was giving out 80% of my paycheck, and yet I've never been on the street. God still provided means. So that tells you that you don't help the poor and God will abandon you. In Proverbs 19 verse 17, it said, whoever gives to the poor, lend to God, and that which he has given the Lord will pay him back.
Yes.
So when you give to the poor, you are actually putting that money in the hand of God, and God knows how to pay you back. So if you go to bigandcaringheart.org, you will see donate button, and just click on that button and make any donation that you feel like. But if you live here in the United States, we will make sure that you get your tax exempt return at the end of the year.
So if you are living in the US and you want to donate, there's a number that's going to be provided at the bottom of your screen or on your screen. Just call that number. They're going to give you more information if you are interested in donating. And it's not just financial giving. It's also about clothes. You can donate clothes. You can donate shoes. You can donate jackets. Right now it's winter and it's really cold outside. You can donate anything that's sitting in your closet that you are not wearing and that you find meaningless or useless to you. Whatever you may find useless or meaningless might be very meaningful to somebody. It might just be their Christmas gift. It might just be their best birthday gift. So please, anything that you are donating, nothing is going to be considered as meaningless. It will all be put to good usage to help these people that are in need. Pastor Efosa is moved by love, and it's also a calling. So we would like to encourage each and every one of you. We are appealing to each and every one of you that are interested, that are touched by this broadcast, to go ahead and donate, to go ahead and support this work that he is doing, because everything that you're doing, you are doing it for the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. So please go ahead, call that number. We're going to give you more details if you need, but we want you to call and give your donations, give your contribution. Anything you give will be greatly appreciated. Pastor, we are heading towards the end of our broadcast. Any last few words?
I really want to thank our viewers today for staying tuned to this program. I want you to understand that helping the poor is helping yourself. There is nobody that gives to the poor that the Lord will not bless. I've been in this ministry for about 21 years now, and I have no regrets. From Nigeria to America, and we are going to go to many parts of the world doing this same thing. And I will tell you, for over 20 years that the Lord have called me to the ministry of helping the poor, I have no regrets. And if you start partnering today, or helping your neighbors that is in need, or looking for anybody anywhere that is in need, you will be blessed. You don't need to call us if you don't want to, but look around you. There is a man or a woman, anybody in need around you. Show love to them, help them. It doesn't matter the affiliation of their religion. Just help, give, and show love to your neighbor. It's really, really important. God bless you.
Thank you so much. So no obligation at all. Just be moved by compassion and by love. So please call that number that's provided on your screen. Call that number and make a difference in somebody's life. We have come to the end of our broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, God bless you and goodbye.